of a matrix. So, what is the inverse of a matrix? What's our question? Okay. Think reciprocal. So if we have the number 1/8, then its reciprocal is 8/1 or 8. Okay. So the notation, first and foremost, is if you have matrix A, then the inverse is A to the -1. Okay, that's how we write it. But your notation is actually, looks like absolute value, but that is the notation for the inverse of matrix A. Okay, so let's show you with letters before we go into numbers. So matrix A, if matrix A, this is a 2 by 2 matrix, you have A, B, C, and D. Okay, that's matrix A. First thing you want to note is the determinant. This is just a question that's going to be asked of you on different tests, standardized tests. What is the determinant? Okay, and the determinant is simply A times D, okay, minus B times C. That's it. That's the determinant. Okay. So let's go back to the inverse of this matrix. Go back here. So this is your matrix. This is the determinant. Here's the inverse of this matrix. It's going to be 1 over the determinant, AD minus BC, okay, times, this is where it can get tricky. You got to pay attention here. A and D simply switch places, okay? So D is going to go here, and A is going to go there. Now B and C, they don't switch places, but they do become negative. Okay? Negative B, negative C. And that's it. Okay? And you're going to solve, and then you're going to have your inverse of this matrix. All right? Which is called the identity matrix. I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's use numbers. All right. Example 1. Matrix A is 3, 2, let's go with -4, -5. Okay. All right. What's the determinant? Determinant is A times D, which is -15, minus, B times C, which is -8, which gives you -7. Okay? So your determinant is -7. All right. Let's go here. So, inverse is 1 over -7. Remember here, 1 over the determinant. Okay? Times, we got to switch. Okay? So my -5 is going to go here. My 3 is going here. -2, because that becomes negative. Now, this is a -4. So if it is a -4, it is going to be a +4. Okay? Here we go. Now we just solve, okay? It's going to be, I'm going to do my scratch work right here so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm multiplying negative 1/7 times each number in my matrix, okay? So negative 1/7 times negative 5, okay? That's 5/7. Here we go, 5/7. Negative 1/7 times 4 was negative 4/7. Negative 1/7 times negative 2. It's going to be a positive 2/7. And negative 1/7 times 3 is negative 3/7. Okay? So we can stop there and say, okay, this is the inverse of this matrix. Okay? But let me show you something. This is how you check yourself. All right? You check yourself by multiplying your original matrix times your new matrix or the inverse. And you should end up with an identity matrix, which equals to 1, okay, in the matrix world here. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so let's go and try it. So I'm going to take matrix A, which is here. Get 3, 2, negative 4, and negative 5 times our new matrix, which was our inverse, 5/7, 2/7, negative 4/7, and negative 3/7. Okay. Got a little bit of mathematics to do, but it's okay. All right. Now, we remember that when we're multiplying matrices, row times column. Row times column. Okay. Famous RC. Okay. Same thing here. We're going to add the sums of those. So, let's start here. 3 times 5/7. Now, I'm not going to do the scratch work. You can if you like, but 3 times 5/7 is going to be 15/7. Okay, so that was row. We're going by this column. Second number, negative 4 times 2/7 is negative 8/7. We're going to add those. Just watch me. That's going to be my first number in my new matrix. Okay? Same thing. Row times this column. Let's go ahead and do this. So, it's going to be 7/7, which is 1. Okay? Now let's do this. 3 times negative 4/7 is negative 12/7. Just doing my little scratch work. Negative 4 times negative 3/7 is a positive 12/7. What do you know? That's going to be 0. Okay? And then we start this row by this column. So 2 times 5/7 is 10/7. And negative 5 times 2/7 is negative 10/7. Wow. 0 again. Okay. And this row by this column. Okay. 2 times negative 4/7 is negative 8/7 plus negative 5 times negative 3/7 is a positive 15/7, which gives us a 7/7, which is 1 again. Okay. So check this out. I'm going to ready to flip the page here. We had a 1, we had 0, we had a 0, we had a 1. So your new matrix is going to be, we had a 1, we had a 0, and a 1. All right. This is an identity matrix. Okay? Which means you have ones going diagonal, and it has to be a square matrix. You have ones going diagonal, and all of your other numbers are zeros. Okay? So let's just say you had a 3 by 3 matrix. You're going to have 1, 1, 1, and everything else, zeros. Okay? It's an identity matrix. All right? Let's do one more example. So, let me get my other problem here. I have I'm gonna give you an example from Math is Fun here. And it is. We'll hold tight. Let's hold tight here. This may be a little bit too much information right now. I'm going to pause here and see how you do with what we've done so far. All right. Okay.